This is your sign to go deeper with God. And the reason I say that with full confidence is because there is not a limit to how deep you can go in your relationship with Christ. There is not a quota or a plateau where reading the Bible just doesn't serve your life anymore. Where spending time with God, where praying is too much. In fact, if you think about heaven, heaven is constant time of presence with God. And how long does heaven last? Eternity. That's the definition of perfection. And as we're pushing to be better, pushing towards perfection, the more time we spend with God, the more we know of God, the more we understand of God, the better our lives will be. So I had this thought this past weekend, and let me give some context. So currently, I'm on this Bible study that starts at about 5 a.m. in the morning, and that usually lasts from anywhere like from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. And then after that, I usually call my dad in the morning, and he's a pastor, so it's basically like a Bible study as well, and that usually lasts anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. And then after that, I also feel like, man, I've kind of received my Bible study from all these other people, and then I feel like I need to hop in my own words, so I'll do my own private study. Right now I'm going through Proverbs, so that might last another like 30 minutes to an hour. And then I pray at night, every single night with my girl. And I'm not trying to make a case as like, oh, this is the standard of how much time you need to spend with God, but this last weekend, I had this thought. I was like, man, I'm still struggling with temptation. Man, I still feel like I need more time with God. Like, when will my time with God be enough? And it wasn't until I read this passage and I started studying it in order to present this word to you guys today that I understood that there's never a point that enough is enough. I'm not saying this to make you feel negative about yourself as like, oh, if I'm not spending 4 to 5 hours at least a day with the Lord and in his presence, then there's no way I'm going to progress in life. I'm not saying that, but the case I'm making is that God is so abundant and full of truth, and the Bible is so full of truth that every moment that you can spend in the Word, diving into it and understanding it, is a win for your soul.